Folding little tortellini by hand is a meditative, sensory experience that will transport you straight to the heart of Italy. I'm going to show you step by step how to make perfect homemade tortellini pasta filled with rich Bolognese flavor that you'll crave all winter long. Are you ready to learn how to make restaurant-quality tortellini in broth at home? Let's get cooking! Preparing tortellini takes a little bit of time, not because it's difficult, but because it's best to let the meat filling rest overnight. This step is not required, so if you're in a hurry you can skip it, but I assure you your tortellini will have much better flavor if you let the filling rest. First, melt some butter in a skillet over medium-high heat. Add the pork loin and cook for a couple of minutes per side to brown it. Then add salt and deglaze the pan with white wine or water, letting it evaporate. Reduce the heat and continue cooking the meat until it's fully cooked through. Remove the meat from the skillet and let it cool completely before dicing it finely with a knife. Dice the cooked pork, ham and mortadella finely with a knife, then add them to a food processor to mince them as finely as possible. In a bowl, combine the meat mixture with Parmesan cheese, nutmeg and egg. Once you've made the filling, cover it with plastic wrap and let it rest in the refrigerator until you're ready to fill the tortellini. It's best to leave it in the fridge overnight so the flavors can blend together. Now your tortellini filling is ready. All that's left is to make the pasta dough. On a clean work surface, create a mound with the flour. Form a well in the center and crack the eggs into it. Using a fork, gradually incorporate the flour into the eggs, working from the inside out. Once the mixture becomes too thick for the fork, use your hands to knead the dough to form an elastic dough ball. Wrap the dough ball tightly in plastic wrap so it doesn't dry out, and let it rest at room temperature for 30 minutes. Now, using a rolling pin, roll out the pasta dough until it reaches a thickness of about 1 millimeter. With a knife or a tortellini pasta cutter, make a grid pattern on the pasta sheet to cut it into squares that are approximately 3 centimeters wide. place a teaspoon of filling in the center of each square. Now it's time for the delicate process of sealing the tortellini. Fold each square diagonally into a triangular shape, then overlap the two corner angles at the base while wrapping the tortellini around your fingertip to seal it. Press firmly with your finger to seal the precious tortellini shut. Place the ready-made tortellini on a tray for drying homemade fresh pasta or on a floured surface in a single layer. When ready to serve, bring the broth to a gentle boil. Carefully add your homemade tortellini and cook for 2 to 3 minutes, or until they float to the surface. Be careful not to overcook, as this can cause the pasta to become mushy and the filling to lose its distinct texture. Use a ladle to remove the tortellini and broth from the pot into deep bowls or plates. Ladle more broth over the top and add grated nutmeg or Parmesan cheese if desired. Now enjoy the true taste of Bologna.